Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 5 of the Spaghetti and Meatball Show, proudly brought to you by High Street Cafe.
That's right, High Street Cafe, good friends, good coffee.
And as you can see, a little bit of a change of the logo up there, good friends, good coffee included, like we said in our last episode.
And just remember, it's coffee made easy.
That's correct.
Is it High Street Cafe? Kensington.
Yes, head across there if you're in SA, in Adelaide, or in SA, you know.
Or in Western Australia.
If you're in Cooper Pedy, you know, have a nice drive.
You know, I'm trying to think of another town that's on the border, but I don't know any.
Cooper Pedy isn't on the border.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in on this lovely 7 o'clock Friday night.
7 o'clock, yes.
More like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
As many would say.
The block. Have you actually seen what happened with the block?
No, I didn't.
I was reading somewhere. I don't even know if this is true because nothing ever happens on the block other than, like, I remember last year on the block they tried to sell the house and they sold it to some scam artist or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a record price, but there's been a cheating scandal on the block.
How?
How can you cheat? Did you get like a power tools that were too powerful or something? Like, how can you cheat on the block?
How did they cheat you?
Oh, it said that they broke into Scotty Cam's office. I couldn't be stuffed reading the rest of the article.
Yeah.
But no, the block. No, I prefer house rules over the block. Just saying.
Yeah. I haven't really been. I've only really ever watched House Rules. That was on Channel 7. I never understood 7 O'Clock. You know, I always went on Channel 7, like looking for it, waiting for it to come up, and
it was
I
waiting
could
for
just
the block
never
to come
see
up.
the block coming up at 7 O'Clock. It's not on Channel 7. I don't get it.
Like if it was 9 o'clock, you're probably going on to Channel 9.
Yeah, I would be.
10 o'clock. Sorry, but a bit of a. I had a bit
This
of
guy, seriously.
bubbles coming up. Yeah. No, well, thanks for coming, Kyle.
No, thank you for tuning in.
No, it's big, you know, episode 5, and we can confirm Nova has not haven't contacted us for a breakfast show, so stuff you Nova, we're Life FM now, so Life FM hit us up.
Yep. So welcome to the Spaghetti Meatball Show at Life FM.
Now Life FM have to pay us.
We're actually Mix 102.3. So
yeah, no, I'm more of a Hit 107.1.
You really hesitated on that.
Is that what it is? Hit 107?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm more of a, you know, fresh 92.7. I know that one. I went on to Radio Adelaide once, 101.5. Back in the day for the Adelaide Fringe. Yeah. Went on there, yeah, with the Magic on the Edge troupe.
Now, I do apologise if you can hear a bit of screaming in the background. They are just the kids in my basement, so don't worry about it.
Well, they're not yours. You can't take credit for Rolf Harris's achievement.
Why does he come up every podcast?
Yeah, we should stop bringing up Rolf Harris.
He was a good bloke. Made some good music.
You know, I realised he was on the Wiggles in really? 2010 because I was really triggered about the Wiggles. Like, I don't know why. Yeah. But I don't want to go back into it because we obviously went back into it. We were talking about it last week.
Yeah.
But just one thing I wanted to bring up. Are they changing the song Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car to Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Mini Bus?
Because of the 8 people.
Because there's 8 now, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know, you know? But no, he was on there once with his wobble board, you know?
That wasn't all he was wobbling.
One of us was going to say it.
I think everyone at home was thinking the same thing. Or on your drive, or, you know, at work, or...
Yeah, because again, we are on Spotify.
We are on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you know. We're actually on, you know, all different types of networks. And for you, catering all for you.
Of course. And if you're my nonna, yes, I'm in your telephone. Okay. Yes. Yeah, well, it's been an interesting week.
It has been an interesting week.
I recently went to the post office.
Yes.
I went to the post... I've already brought this up.
Now, we already... For the majority of viewers, we already know where... When the post office gets brought up, we know where this is going.
The post office is the... Oh, I'm trying to say this without swearing because I just hate Australia Post so much. I hope they go broke. But they won't because it's government backed. But I went to the post office. We had a delivery slip and we also had an electronic one that said that our delivery was awaiting collection. So we rock up and, you know, the guy's like, oh, no, it's been picked up. And we're like, oh, impossible. We have 2 things here that say that it needs to be picked up. So he brings up the number. And he's like, oh, see, here's the number. I was like, bro, this is a different number. He's like, no, it's the same numbers at the start. And I was like, yeah, look at the end. They're cooked. But obviously the numbers are going to be the same at the start. You know what I mean?
He's just the person that works in the post office.
Yeah, well, who do you take the anger out on, you know? You know, I can't personally go see Christina Holgate because she got fired.
Yeah, well, look who, you know, the COVID-19 protesters are taking it out on, you know, the police and the reporters. Are they the right people to take it out on? No, Daniel.
Sometimes.
Interesting.
You know, fake news. No, but I just got triggered, you know? Because Australia Post are just so incompetent. What's the whole point of making it a monopoly if you can't even control it? I just use Sendle now. You know, Sendle sponsor us, please. Stuff Australia Post, you know? For the people.
I don't even know what Sendle is.
Yeah, it's like Australia Post, but even better.
Is it like a new type of sandal?
No, it's even better. It's like even better than Australia Post.
Oh, does it not have like the straps?
No, I was.
Are they hover sandals?
Hover sandals.
Like the new.
Wasn't the hoverboard meant to be invented like
in 2015?
Yeah.
Well, that's when Back to the Future predicted it.
Yeah. Well, you know, if Matt Groening predicted a different story, it would have actually happened. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Nick Xenophon.
No, I was going to.
I don't know why that popped into my head.
I don't even know. You know, there's 3 certainties in life. There's death. There's tax, and there's Australia Post losing one of your parcels. It's guaranteed to it's happened to me already. Has it happened to you? It hasn't happened
to me ever.
The worst part was
they're really good with me. No, they respect me. It's like I have a really personal connection with Australia Post. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Good old Australia Post. And I've said this before, you know. Put the bloody parcel in my letterbox.
Well, you wouldn't put a parcel in a letterbox. You'd put it in the parcel box.
Yeah, we have a parcel slot in the letterbox.
Exactly, so it's not a letterbox.
It actually pisses me off.
The top part is a letterbox. It's not.
Yeah.
The bottom part is the parcel box.
Yeah. And you know what confused me even more today? Sorry to keep going on about this, but I bloody hate Australia Post so much. They said...
just stop. Hate's a really strong word, so can we...
No, listen to this.
Can we go and just say we dislike it?
I dislike them. And listen to what they said. The chick was like, yeah, sometimes we deliver the parcel and we also leave the red slip in the letterbox. What is the fucking point? Mind the language. What is it? Why are you giving me the parcel and then telling me that I need to pick up the parcel from the post office? I've already got the parcel. I actually hate them.
I think someone's going to cry.
I actually hate them. I hope
Daniel, what did we just say?
No,
this is a family friendly. This is a family friendly show.
Now, speaking of, I don't even know. We weren't even speaking of anything. I'm just going to be like Kylan's apology. Which,
I do want to apologise here now for my actions in the last podcast. Once again, if you haven't seen the press conference that was released, you can go to our Facebook page, and we'll probably post it on our other social medias. Or would be posted on other social medias.
Yeah, and you might even see it in the Jetstar In-Flight magazine if you're flying between states. It was a big story.
So a bit of breaking news, and you can go watch our press conference. I'll probably go watch it on Facebook.
Because that's all it's on at the moment.
Yeah. So have a look at that. And yeah, I just want to apologise to you guys once again, just for my actions and you know what happened. So you can go check that out, and I get a bit emotional to say the least.
But he is taking it seriously.
I'm taking it really serious.
Yeah.
Beyond serious.
The relationships are serious. And you need to make sure that you keep them.
It's all about relationships. Anyway, moving on.
Kylan has had a pretty devastating week. He's back to Schedula.
For those of you out there who know that, yeah.
I remember those good old days.
The bad days.
I remember those good prawn. You'd know what I'm talking about. Good old days. Schedula. If you're watching, comment.
I know Declan Nunn. You've been listening to the podcast. I know that you've been sending us messages, which we thank. You're probably one of our biggest fans. I know that you get a lot of scheduler appointments as well.
Yeah,
so.
It's okay. I was in the same boat, so yeah.
We understand you're unfit like Daniel, so it's all good.
And obviously, for those who don't know what we're talking about,
we'll learn.
What was that?
We'll learn what we're talking about.
Yeah, learn what we're talking about. Now, me and Kylan have both done a little bit of umpiring. Obviously, we're both shit. So,
well, you're shit.
Yeah, I was shit. No, I think I was okay. I think I was okay. Yeah, but it was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
Now the comedy career's taken off, so.
Comedy?
But speaking of umpires, you see what
What,
happened?
shittery?
You see what happened with Toby Green?
What a joke. 3 weeks.
That's more. That is
Like,
fun.
I
That's
get-
funnier than our podcast. It actually is.
It is funny in itself.
It
Like,
is. It's
seriously,
terrible.
you try and stamp out and and people are just going to think, oh, I'm only going to get 3 weeks in local leagues and stuff like that, and kids growing up watching footy and stuff. Oh, this player's gone out and bumped an umpire. Oh, that's okay. I can go bump my umpire on the weekend. Oh, I only get 3 weeks. I might not even get a game.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
It's just a joke.
it is. It is a joke.
Like, it should have been a minimum of 6 weeks, like the AFL said it should have been.
It's
And
disgusting.
the tribunal said 3. It's just because it's Toby Green. He
Yeah.
gets suspended like 3 times every year. It's intentional every time.
Look, Gil McLaughlin, if you're listening,
Which I know you are. We're going to send this direct to you. It is a joke.
this is going to the AFL headquarters in the Docklands.
Yeah.
It's
We're going to at them. We're going to tag them in
we're
this
gonna,
podcast.
We're going to send them a USB with this video on it.
No, it's actually a
It
joke.
is. No, it's a joke.
If you intentionally bump an umpire,
It should be a lifetime ban
No,
from
yeah,
the
life.
AFL. It should be, you know?
nah, it shouldn't be life. But I think it should at least be a minimum 6 weeks. Like, it's just... And then I was reading through all the articles and they compared it to an incident like 5 years ago when, like, that player, you know, like, hit the umpire's hand and he only got, like, a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, but it was nothing compared to what Toby
Yeah.
did. Like, he didn't even... That bloke hardly even hit him.
Yeah. No,
Toby's gone at him, pointing at him, swearing at him aggressively, and then bumps him. And then he was saying, "Oh, I tried to change direction." Bullshit! You tried to change direction.
Look, I've
Like this,
watched
I
it
think he
once
needs to
and-
do a drug test because I'm pretty sure he's on meth as well. If you're saying
No,
that.
look, I think he's going to do a bit of a re-education training. He's going to do, you know.
maybe
send
send
him-
him with text.
Yeah. It's terrible, but you know, weren't you saying about like a fine? They wanted to take a fine instead.
Yeah, well, GWS were applying like contesting for no games and a fine of $20,000 to $25,000. You see this bloke get in SANFL in South Australia Football League. He punches someone in the stomach and he gets off with a reprimand and a $120 fine. No, just it's only $20,000 to $25,000. We'll pay that.
Just shows how much of a key player he is, you know.
He's not a key player. He kicks people in the face. Literally. Nah, he's not too bad, but like, yeah, still a wanker. So.
Yeah, my footy's a bit of a fun sport. You see Perth now, they've got the hosting rights for the AFL Grand Final. And I was reading an article from the old mate Christopher Pine. You know Christopher Pine?
No.
He was a politician from South Australia. He now writes for The Advertiser, probably on his spare days.
Is he related to Jane Oak?
That's good. That was good. No, it's spelt like Pyne, so a bit different.
Okay, cool. Way to
Yeah.
bring it down. But anyway, continue.
No,
on.
well, he was saying that if Adelaide ever want to host a grand final here,
Yeah.
we've got to get rid of the hill at Adelaide Oval.
Oh no, I did say that. I don't think they should though.
I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with
I
that.
don't. You know, like the atmosphere of Adelaide Oval is the best. I've been to
On the hill?
I've been to a fair
Oh,
few
is it
stadiums
elite?
in my life. I've been to a fair few stadiums. Adelaide Oval has the best atmosphere.
The hill is what makes Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, and you got the
You know, like the
Scoreboard
cup trains.
and the
Have you ever
score-
seen the cup trains? That all the people do, so they all get beers in their
Oh,
cups,
yeah.
and they put all the cups together. And by the end of like the games, like cricket especially, they have a massive
Oh, it's
line of
class.
cups.
easy for them to clean up, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
helping out.
They're making
cleaners.
it easy for the cleaners. It's on the hill.
But no, the hill's like iconic.
Yeah,
Plus,
and the scoreboard's iconic
the
too.
scoreboard-
1911.
the scoreboard's heritage listed, and the gum trees behind it are heritage listed as well. You know what are they?
They're not pine trees though, are they?
Nah, just gum trees. Speaking of gum trees, is this a good segue
Speaking of gum trees, it is a good segue.
into our Gumtree segment?
Yeah.
We're just announcing the Gumtree segment for next week because
We will have a special guest on board. We aren't announcing it right now, but you will hear about it a couple days before season
Episode 6.
episode 6
Yeah.
comes out. This is episode 5. So.
yeah. So yeah, but what is the? So obviously I chose what the category was going to be for the Gumtree segment music, which I won, mind you. Colin, what's the theme going to be? Can we?
Which he did win, which is up there.
I did, yeah.
So the next one is garden. So if you don't know much about our Gumtree segment, we get $5 each, sponsored by High Street Cafe, Kensington. Good friends, good coffee, and it's coffee made easy. So you get $5 each, and we go out and buy an item, and our special guest judges it and chooses the best, whoever has the best item. So this time we'll go out and we'll go under the category of garden, and whoever can get the best
home and
item
garden,
for
yeah?
$5. No, just garden.
No, but the actual category is home and garden.
Okay, but it can only be garden items.
So only garden items.
Yeah.
So like a
we
little
can do
shovel.
home another time.
A little shovel or something.
Anything to do with garden. If you get a lawnmower, we'll probably have to flick to an outside segment for it, because we might be getting big things.
Yeah,
that we can't fit
for
on here.
$5. Yeah.
So, but that's nothing to do with you guys.
Yeah,
so,
that's more to do with me and having.
I mean, I would pop out a poll.
No, we're not chucking out any polls.
But no more polls will ever be chucked out in for the rest of our careers, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a sad episode last week. It was. It definitely was. But if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it.
Yeah.
You know,
if you haven't watched the breaking news press conference, go back and watch it.
Yeah. Gives us a bit of money, you know. It definitely does.
No, it gives us absolutely $0. So.
Yeah. But no.
Anyway, we're going to quickly go to an ad break. We will be back right after this.
This program is proudly brought to you by High Street Cafe Kensington. Good friends, good coffee, and it's coffee made easy. Visit High Street Cafe Kensington.
Welcome back. A big thank you to High Street Cafe Kensington, our major sponsor. Good friends, good coffee.
And if you are going to be celebrating Father's Day in Adelaide, one place to head down to is High Street Cafe.
They are doing a really special thing, so you can go and give them a follow on Facebook. They're doing a barbecue weekend for all the fathers out there, so it'll be a bit cheaper for all the dads out there. You can go get a snag, get a steak sandwich. There'll be a bunch of different things, maybe even some egg and bacon sandwiches, and cooked by the one and only Mr. Kylan Michael Beach.
So you're volunteering?
Myself. I'm volunteering my time as a part of this podcast to head down there and help out, give back to local businesses like High Street Cafe.
I don't want to spoil anything else, but we may be down there doing some interviews, will we?
Yes.
We may be.
Maybe. So that will be hitting your screens next week.
Yes, definitely.
Well,
next week in the episode, yeah.
And speaking of Father's Day, Daniel, have you got anything for your dad?
I did get him something, yes.
Yeah.
But this is coming out on Friday, so...
but he doesn't watch it, let's be honest.
No, I got a nice gift hamper from Charlesworth Nuts. Yeah, so...
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course. Seems to be always presents you get from Charlesworth Nuts.
Yeah,
Interesting, that.
Charlesworth Nuts is a very
it's an enjoyable
nice
place to go to. You just really
yeah.
like going there.
It is, yeah. Yeah, so I've got a nice hamper there that I'm probably going to end up eating everything in there, you know?
Yeah, as usual. You do eat everything.
Usual. Yeah, that's no surprise.
Yeah.
What about you, Colin? Did you get anything for your dad?
I did. I've given him a week early present. So I gave him one last Sunday.
What was it?
And it was a mug saying, it's like a mug and it says caution, grumpy old man or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And then don't talk about my dad like that. No, it's really rude. No. And then this Sunday I've got him like a little nose and ear trimmer.
He does need that, yeah.
Well, your dad doesn't need any more nuts.
The nuts aren't for him; they're for me. That's the front, you know.
Anyway, so I've got him that. I might sneak out and go get something else, but I do enough for that man. So sometimes enough's enough.
I remember once I got my dad some Father's Day tickets to a cricket game. Back when it was back when
the cricket was at Amy Stadium.
No, like I reckon Redbacks used to play. I might be wrong. It might have been the Strikers. It might have been like early days of BBL, and they were still building Adelaide Oval. They were still building it.
Well, adding on.
Yeah, well, adding on. Yeah, so they still had.
It was always a thing.
They had bulldozed the
Eastern stand.
Eastern stand and the Sir Donald Bradman stand, and it was only the members area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went to the game, and I remember it was probably, I reckon it was the 11th over in the second innings, out of nowhere, this full naked, this guy just sprints onto the oval.
Yeah, that was my dad.
No, it was the funniest because the whole oval, no, not the oval, the grandstand was just completely flat.
I reckon I've seen it.
It was
Because and then he gets to the other side of the oval and he jumps.
He jumps the fence and
jumps the fence and runs through the construction site and gets away.
He gets into a car. There was a car waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was crazy because like it was completely flat and everyone could see through the thing. And there's just like 20-year-old security guard just full running after him. And I remember him walking back. He like jumped the fence and he gave up because the guy got into a car and escaped. And the security guard's walking back like from the hill, and he comes into the members area. And he's bloody getting a standing ovation. Everyone's just, some guy bought him a beer. Gave him a beer. It was
he wouldn't have been able to
as
drink it though.
It was funny as.
Remember that security guard that caught the ball on the Adelaide Oval?
Oh, I think I did. It's happened a couple times where security guards caught the ball. I love going to the like Big Bash and stuff, and the amount of times I've won some T-shirts. You know how they fling out the KFC T-shirts?
Oh, yeah.
Pity they don't fit, but...
So they don't make them in 5XLs?
No, it's a 7XL kind. Get it right.
Sorry.
No.
I didn't want to be too mean, you know.
No,
I support the obese community.
I love the BBL. It's great. Good old fun. I remember once I was there, I went to a game in Melbourne at Dockland Stadium with my brother, and I said to him, this guy's going to get bowled left wicket, and it's going to like snick his pad and he's going to get bowled like on the left stump. It happened. Not even joking. It was crazy.
There's another swear word by Daniel again, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
so this is not a family-friendly show.
It was the craziest thing I think that's ever happened because I was like, I was just taking the piss.
Yeah, I've done that when I've played cricket on the weekend. You know, I said, straight to me, mate. You're out this ball and snick straight to me. Pretty good.
I used to cop it from this one guy when I played cricket back in the day because every now and then I'd have shockers, and I bowled an absolute loopy ball one time to this guy and he smacked it to this bloke that kept giving me shit. He smacked it to him. It was a sitter. He dropped a sitter on the boundary. I stopped. I went over to him and I gave him a mouthful, and it was the greatest feeling of my life.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Producer Jono says no one actually cares,
Okay.
and we should move on to a different part of the show.
Yeah, well, thank you, producer
what was
John.
that, producer Emily? Oh, yes. Yes, she just wanted to say that you're fat and no one likes you.
Well, producer Emily,
Don't make fun of... Don't be
you better be
sexist.
chucking in your
Don't be
resignation, or else
sexist.
we're going to be firing you.
No, if anything, they have the potential to fire us.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Sorry, M-fan.
Have you got any like good sports stories that you've ever experienced, or not? Like, I think everyone's at least seen one streaker in their day and age.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like even when I went to,
especially in like country, I saw some in a couple of country grand finals.
country grand finals are the greatest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like footy, obviously.
of course.
And then actually last weekend when I was umpiring, it was just like fights galore in my game, right? As usual, you know, got to keep it under control. So it was like 5 minutes ago in the last quarter, and this is obviously a scheduler appointment as well. So, rock bottom. So yeah, there was a big fight with 5 minutes ago, and it pretty much just pulled out my yellow card and just started pointing at people and holding up my yellow card.
Yeah, gotta love Amos. Was it Amos?
Nah, Sandford Juniors.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah, they're not in the Amos anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good.
I've never given out a yellow card because I was a goal umpire. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine being that like.
Don't talk shit about goal umpires. Without them, how would you know if the ball passed through the goal? I hate how people are like, goal umpiring is such an easy job. You know?
Oh, it is.
No, it's definitely not.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Producer Steve is saying it is an easy job. Let's move on to the next one of the show.
No, if there's any golf umpires listening, comment down below if you think that it is an easy job. That's what I want to know. Because I know that they will not agree with you. I know that they won't.
Well,
because don't be...
do you like want to chuck in a poll or something?
Let's chuck in a poll, Kylan.
Yeah.
The Paralympics, there was a 60-year-old or something.
Yeah, there was a 60-year-old that won a cycling event.
Yeah, which is really strange.
I think it was wasn't actually like cycling with their legs. I think it was one of the arm.
Yeah, the arm ones, which is pretty cool.
The arm ones. Still 60.
I saw somewhere, like in Australia, if you're an Olympian and you get a gold medal, you get roughly $20,000.
Yeah.
I'll chuck up a thing here now just to confirm what I'm saying. But if you're a Paralympian and you win a gold medal, you don't get anything. Yeah. Which was
they get a lot of funding. So.
That's irrelevant to the situation.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'd get other funding, like for trainings and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
well, so would normal Olympians.
I don't know.
Just I feel bad.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you been watching?
I'm not 100% sure.
Have you been watching the Paralympics?
No promises. Not really.
Because they've
A
actually
little
got
bit.
some.
I watched some rugby the other day.
They've got some interesting sports. They've got like this one where there's like 3 people that are laid down in like front of a goal, and there's like a soccer ball type thing that's got like a rattle in it.
Is it like volleyball?
No. It's like there's a goal and there's 3
Is
people.
it literally soccer?
Well, no. What happens is someone will roll the ball, and then they have to work out.
Everyone knows what game it is. But what game is it called? What is it?
All right, let's look it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up because I actually was watching a bit of it and I thought it was really interesting. It's like some type of rattle ball. Rattle ball.
I don't know. No, I haven't really been watching it too much. I know that if you're in the Philippines, you get like $1 million. Whoa.
Sorry, I just started choking.
You get $1 million Filipino. That's their currency, isn't it? The Filipino?
No, I don't think that you'd get $1 million if you got a
No,
gold.
$1 million Filipino. Yeah, true.
It's not called the Filipino. Anyway, the sport's called goalball. Goalball.
Gullible.
No, I don't think that. I'm sorry to just sidetrack up there. I don't think Filipinos will get $1 million.
Yeah, they get $1 million Filipino. No, it's true. We'll chuck a thing up.
Yeah, I'll try and find it.
1 mil in Filipino.
Have you ever been to the Philippines, Kyla?
No, because moving on.
No, you've done a fair bit of travelling in your time, Kyla. You have been. You have done.
I've only gone to 2 places.
Yeah. Where?
America and Europe.
Yeah. Good times?
Oh, it was good. Yeah.
Me and Kylan were actually in Europe at the same time.
We were in
In
Europe at the same time. We
2019,
didn't see each other, but
We didn't even know who each other were, to be honest. No, we did.
we did. But we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't quite cross paths. We're a day that difference, I think.
I remember I called him at the airport and I was like, "Oi, where are you?" And then I don't think he even answered, to be honest.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah. I don't even know if I called
I
you.
lost my passport. So.
You lost your passport.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Belgium.
Speak us through what happened. How'd you lose your passport?
Went to go get some jeans because the chick that I was interested in said that I needed to get some long pants because I was wearing shorts everywhere. I was like, yeah, okay, come help me. So we went into, I don't know, Sperry or I don't know what it's called. And then I've got these jeans. And I was like, oh, how do these look? And she was like, oh, yeah, good. And I was like, oh, you want to take off my pants and help me put it on? No. So I went into the change room and I had my bum bag and it had like my credit card, my passport. I took it off and I put it on the seat and I've taken off my shorts and then obviously the chick's come into the, the change room. Nah, that would never happen. I've put on my jeans. You know, I've gone outside. Everyone's had a bit of a look, had a bit of a feel. Gone back in. I've taken off the jeans. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting them. Obviously, I'm getting them. So, you know, take the jeans off, put on the shorts, put her clothes back on. And sorry, I'm taking it way too far. And then, anyway, I walk out. I look in the room, look in the change room, nothing's there. Now, what you don't know is that my passport in my bum bag is actually slipped behind the chair. And I've forgotten about it because I'm so, worked up about these, pants. They look good, whatever. So I've just, they're not there. It's not there. So, I wasn't going to think about it. And I'm not used to wearing a bum bag. I'm not a bum. So, anyway, I went and go buy these stuff because I must have had cash or something. I don't know how I bought it, to be honest. I bought it, or maybe someone bought it for me, and then I left. Anyway, we're walking around for another 4 hours, go and get dinner, and this is like 8 p.m. And I'm there, and I'm like, oh, hey, I'll shout you dinner. This is some other girl.
You're a player.
I'll shout you dinner. I go up to the counter, go to get my card out from my bum bag. Fuck. I don't have my bum bag. Where is it? And I realise it's back there, and I like shit myself. So I'll just sprint around the corner, because it's not too far. Sprint around the corner. It closed 3 minutes before. No one was in there. I was like banging on the window. Everyone had gone. I started crying, and then I was like, I got to find the teacher because we're on a school trip, right? So I sprint back to teacher. I'm just like crying with some other kid. Sprint back to teacher. I'm like, I've lost my passport. Meanwhile, our flight leaves at 6 a.m. the next morning to go to Paris. I need my passport. We get to the police. The police are trying to help us out, like, because it's like a small town, like in Ypres. I have to lay this reef because they do like a last post like ceremony every night and stuff. So I lay a reef for like our school or whatever. Like I've just been crying. I go and lay this reef for like all their like fallen people like in the war. I remember them. Like yeah, I remember them, but like
I forgot
my passport. I'm sure they'd be looking for it too. Anyway, so the police, you know, don't really do much. They tried, so I had to go home, and everyone catched the flight the next morning, and I had to go and get the passport at 9 a.m. and catch a new flight.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Safe to say, the chick is now my girlfriend. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So obviously, the jeans did the job.
it did work.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was worth it, you know?
Oh, it was worth
losing
it.
the passport.
It was worth losing the passport.
Yeah.
Claimed it all on insurance anyway, so
Did you actually?
yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
got it all back. So
of
suck
insurance
on that
for
one, you know. Anyway, I think we need to head into our sign off.
Yeah, so have you got a sign-off organised?
You go.
I've got a sign-off organised. So my sign-off is to everyone who doesn't work for Australia Post. Thank you. Thank you for being good people. Thank you for not working for such a shitty organisation. Thank you. That's my sign-off. Short, sharp and shiny. Thank you.
I don't think it was necessary.
No, it was.
I don't think it was though.
What was your sign-off, Carlin?
No, I don't think it was. Like, you just go on and on about.
Yeah, have I told
Australia
you?
Post.
Have I told you how much I dislike Australia Post?
No.
What was your sign-off?
Yeah, well, my sign off. Yep. Sorry, I'm just. Yeah, it's just producer Jono.
Have you forgotten your sign-off?
An ad break. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna quickly go to an ad break.
No, what was your sign-off,
Nah.
Carlin? You did tell me what it was before as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I've forgotten.
Oh.
You know, thank you to all them people that get the scheduler appointments. I don't know what it was. I'm pretty useless at remembering things, if I'm completely frank.
Yeah. Well, he's obviously forgotten his passport, so.
Yeah, Frank is a good guy.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway,
Anyway,
that brings us to the end, I reckon.
brings us to the end.
Yeah.
Pleasure's actually completely just been mine, really.
Yeah, I wasn't really pleasured by this, so.
You're pretty pleasured at Charlesworth Nuts, though, weren't you?
No, let's thank you very much for listening, and then enjoy the rest of your evening. It's probably 7:36 right now. Enjoy.